I met one of the top sports stackers in the United States. Now hold on one second. What is sports stacking? Well, it's cup stacking. There's a really good chance that you've seen this. You know exactly what it is. I'm not talking about this type of cup stacking. I'm talking about actual competitive cup stacking. Check this out. So the goal here is to stack cups in a fixed sequence as fast as humanly possible. And if you beat out your competitors' times, then you win. It sounds pretty easy, right? Or is it? Well, today on the show, we have the young man seen in these videos, and he's going to tell us all about it. Jordan Neuman, welcome to the show, my guy.
Thank you for having me.
So Jordan has won multiple competitions nationwide and has some of the fastest little hands that I think I've ever seen. He's so good, in fact, that he was invited to compete on the U.S. national team and has achieved times that should have certain record holders shaking in their little boots. World record holders. He's that good. So I know that when you started cup stacking, you were pretty young, right? What age were you when you started?
I started around the 2013-2014. I started in December. I was like 10. I saw a video from the Guinness World Records OMG channel, and it was all about one of the fastest stackers in the world. His name is Stephen Ferguson, and he's a huge idol in the sports stacking community, and he won 4 to 5 world championships from like a young age. And then I was super obsessed, and then I decided to use the cups from the cabinets, like those red Dixie cups. I was just stacking them up. Like my mom to buy me a set of cups. But the thing is, at the time, I was such a bad child, and they made me wait like 3 months, and then I brought it everywhere. I brought it to school. I brought it to a fancy restaurant. That's how obsessed I was. I literally did not stop bringing it. I brought it everywhere.
I remember like years ago, okay, I was in middle school and we had this kid, his name was Dylan. He did something like this, like he was cup stacking, but he had it like completely choreographed to a Nickelback song. And I won't say that he was doing front flips, but he was doing like somersaults and stuff like that, and it was actually really cool. And I think that was the first time that I saw anybody doing cup stacking, but that was before I realized that there were actually competitions for this. So have you personally ever done anything like in terms of cup stacking that was more performance based rather than competitive?
In 2014, when I started, I was a really shy person, and I saw in my elementary school that they were having like a talent show. So then I just thought, like, I need more people to see this. Like, I need to go from the uncool kid who was always getting picked on because I have special needs, and I usually got bullied because of it. And when I did this up on stage, everyone was just cheering for me, and I was playing, and I was doing it towards like the cup song, and everyone was like trying to do it in their classrooms after the show because they were really amazed. The cup song is what really started this journey, because if I didn't listen to that song, I wouldn't have seen the cups on my recommendation pages, and I wouldn't have been here with all those trophies in the back. And it would just be crazy. So yeah.
So Jordan, I'm going to tell you something. I'm a little embarrassed to admit this. When I first found a video of you, okay, it was late at night and I was watching videos of like 3-year-olds solving Rubik's cubes, and then all of a sudden you popped up and you were cup stacking and you were going wicked fast. And then I noticed that companies like SportsCenter had also shared that same video. So have you like been in contact with SportsCenter?
When I got that message from a place with 22 million, I was like, holy shit. Like, is this SportsCenter, or am I just being delusional or something? Yeah, and then after that, my followers on Instagram in a day, I got at least 1,000.
So that's kind of interesting if you think about it. Like, for example, now that you're an adult, like, if you were to go to a fancy restaurant and you see this kid that brought his own toys or his own cups to stack, whatever, you'd be like, well, that's kind of weird. Like, why is he bringing his toys? Why is his parents letting him do that? But the thing is that kids don't give a crap. They do not care. So now that I've seen what you've become, is it like, okay, if I take my kids' toys away, am I ripping an opportunity out from under them to become fantastic at their talents or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm already thinking about that, and then like when I see that next time at a restaurant, I'm gonna just say the new champion is about to be born.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. You're actually a really funny guy. I'm thoroughly enjoying this conversation. Which, by the way, guys, Jordan wanted me to tell you that if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, to just do it. Why? Because it takes 2 seconds, and if you don't, I will find you and I'll sneeze on the back of your neck. And mark my words, it's gonna be moist, so don't put yourself at risk. So my next question for you, Jordan, if I understand correctly, these cups that you stack with, they're not like cups that you just pull out of your kitchen cabinet, right? They're specially designed and there's a hole in the bottom, right, for like aerodynamics or something like that.
I'll show you right here. So these cups are specially designed. So this is an old set of cups. This is a silver cup. So they have 3 holes in the top so you can move them faster. But now they have released one with a huge hole, and they call these Pro Series. So it can really help you with your speed, so you can improve and get faster times. If you just pour your water, make sure you get some duct tape before you do it, so you do not mess up your room.
So guys, no, you cannot drink out of these cups, so don't try it. Jordan, it's been really interesting to see your personal growth and how much you've been able to accomplish at such a young age. You told me that you're just starting your senior year in high school, which I think is crazy. But how would you say that this sport has impacted your life for the better?
The thing is, this sport got me out of my shell. Like I was a really, really, really shy person. I got to meet people. I can now I can shake a person's hand. I can communicate with them like eye to eye. Like my teacher made me look at their noses because I was such a shy, sensitive person. Like that's like what this sport just means to me. Like,
no, you absolutely see that sometimes where people decide to take the risk and get out of that comfort zone that you talked about and do things that you've never done before, how their lives can change in such a short amount of time. And it sounds like this has done that for you. This being a nationwide and a worldwide sport that a lot of people know about, what do you think, I guess, who would be some of these icons that you would see if you were to look them up on YouTube? Like, who are the best of the best?
Saying icons, some of these icons are like junior Olympic champions, and some of these icons just come out of nowhere. I just saw like a 12th grader go to his 3rd competition. He's already the fastest in the US. For me, there's the fastest stacker in the world. His name is Chen Ian. I was able to meet him at Worlds in Spain. He's such a nice guy. I was able to trade jerseys with him because he's from Team Malaysia. I'm from Team USA. Stephen Bergeron, he traveled all over the world. He went to Singapore. He was on the Ellen Show. One named William Pauly, who was in 2011 the youngest stacker to win a World Championships at the age 10 or 11. And the other one is William Moreau. 2 World Championships, 5 Junior Olympic wins. When you think of 2 legends, you think of just them. First off, like every icon, they don't want you to give up. Like they always say, follow your passion, follow your dreams. If you have a passion for this sport, you will take it seriously. You cannot stop.
I think you're going to become one of these icons for these kids. The kids that are now in the restaurants, stacking their cups. You're going to become something for them because you're a good person. That's generally a pattern that I see with super talented individuals who are just good people who want to help others. They become their heroes. And that's totally you. That's totally your personality. And so I'm really excited for you. But Jordan, I want to thank you seriously for coming on the show and sharing with us your talents and showing us what cup stacking is all about. It means a lot. So I hope Florida treats you well. And it's been a pleasure getting to know you. We'll talk to you later, my friend.
See you later. Bye.